Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Brewski, for beer review number 99. And today I have a beer for you from Clifford's Brewing Company. It is their Porter. Strong beer, coming in at 5.9% alcohol by volume. And an unknown IBUs listed on the can, but on their website they do give 38 IBUs. So, Porters. Similar to a stout, but from what I've read, I'm pretty sure they're more coffee-based rather than chocolate-based. That's just what I've heard. Do not quote me on that. So, this is what the can looks like. Very maroon in color with a white sort of ribbon around it. Very nice. Not too much going on the can, but still very nice logo. And yeah, pretty neat. They're out of Hamilton, Ontario, so not too far from where I am. So they do list IBUs. It's just an odd location, sort of up top. And original gravity they have is 16 PO. If that makes any sense. Oh well, let's crack it open and see what kind of beer we got. I'm going to be pouring it into my Lake of Bays tulip style glass. Being at 5.9% is not a huge slow sipper. Obviously it's under 6%, but still not going to pour too much. I do like to sip my stouts and porters just because they usually are a bit bigger on the mouthfeel. So let's look at what we got. We got a pretty dark beer, sort of, pretty black. Fairly nice head on there, a little bit of a mocha head on that, maybe about 1.5 fingers, 2 fingers of head on that. Looks quite nice, can't see anything through it but my reflection. It looks good. I'm quite excited. I don't think I've had anything by Clifford Brewing Company. So, with that said, I'm going to stick my nose in here, see what kind of aromas we have. Big roasted, toasted malt, sweet molasses, black coffee. Also a bit of like an ice cap, like a Timmy's ice cap sort of aroma. A little bit of earthiness as well, not too much, more coffee and ice cap forward. Smells sweet molasses as well, like I said just a minute ago. It smells amazing, like a porter should. So let's drink it, and then we'll cheers. Sweet molasses, brown sugar, like a double, like more flavor of like an ice cap with a bit of chocolate milk. If you ever go to Tim Hortons, grab an ice cap and ask for chocolate milk instead of regular milk or cream, you get a bit of chocolatiness, and that's sort of what I'm getting from this beer. It's just a hint of chocolate milk as well, which is quite amazing. That's the closest that I can think of it. It does taste pretty darn good. Smooth mouthfeel. And with that said, let's dive right into this and see what else we can find about this beer. Cheers, everybody. Yeah, not so much black coffee on the flavor, maybe a little bit in the finish with a slight bit of hoppiness, but more or less toasted malts, molasses, and like an ice cap with chocolate milk flavoring as well. Quite enjoyable. Definitely not, you can drink this pretty fast from just how smooth it is, but I like to sip my porters and my stouts. But for review, sadly, I cannot do that, or the beer review would be way too long. Not super earthy in flavor either. More or less, like I said, that milk chocolate ice cap. Moving over to the can now, looking at it, we do have a little bit of a description. They say, a dark and complex, robust porter with flavors of chocolate and coffee combined with rich roasted malts and a balanced bitterness with the subtle earthiness of traditional fungal hops. A signature beer by brewer Brad Clifford, this quality porter has won numerous awards in its class. Apparently, it has won an award. They list it right here on the can. From the Canadian Brewing Awards, it has won gold in the 2016 portion of that competition. Other information on here, IBUs are listed 38, and they do have ingredients, which is water, malted barley, hops, and yeast. They are brewed in Hamilton, Ontario. And there is a brewed canned on date, which is the 3rd of January 2018. So this is about 7 days old. So extremely fresh. Very nice indeed. I like grabbing fresh beers, especially from the LCBO, because sometimes the LCBO doesn't have the greatest stock. But I picked this up and damn, it's good. Yeah, it's just so smooth and velvety. A little bit of carbonation, not too much, just the right amount in my opinion. Moving over to the website now, cliffordbrewing.com. Very nice looking website. They have links for their Facebook and Twitter. And they do give a little bit of a description, which is the same as the can. They do list the awards that were given to this. Gold in the 2016 Canadian Brewing Awards, and gold as well in 2015 for Ontario Brewing Awards. No other information about this beer. No kind of malts or hops that they use, and no food pairings, which is a bit of a bummer. But very plain and simple. Picture of the beer and in a glass. Description, ABV, IBUs, and where to find it, which is in draft and in 473ml cans at the LCBO. Moving over now to Beer Advocate, the Clifford Porter has been given a 4.01 out of 5, or an exceptional rating. Scrolling down looking for a review, here's somebody, they give it a 3.96 out of 5, and they say, 473 tall boy can served reasonably cold into a pint glass, purchased from the LCBO at just over $3 Canadian. They say appearance, dark brown and nearly black, a finger and a bit of tan head rests on the top, with impressive staying power and leaving behind a curtain of lacing. I do have to agree, a good amount of lacing throughout the glass. Smell, loads of coffee up front, some vanilla, caramel toffee sweetness, integrated but subtle, but most of all was the robust coffee aroma. Taste, pretty much like the nose, loads of roasty coffee, hints of vanilla, and some dark chocolate, and subtle traces of toffee and caramel on the back end. Mouthfeel, smooth, but not quite creamy. Carbonation is spritzery than most, and a body a touch thin. Still pretty on point for the style, minor qualms. Overall, Clifford Porter is a very nice, very roasty representation of the style that has a great aroma and flavor profiles. While it lacks the drinkability of other porters out there, the intense coffee flavor makes up for it. Certainly worth a tipple. So, looks like he enjoyed the beer quite a bit. And you know what? So do I. It's smooth. I would say it is a bit creamy. And the flavors of chocolate, coffee, and that sort of ice cap with chocolate milk flavor is absolutely phenomenal. I think Clifford did a really damn good job at this beer. With that said, we're down to our final sip, so let's wrap it up and get right down to ratings. Cheers, everybody. That's really good. I like the bit of a hoppy bitterness in the finish as well. I really wish I knew what kind of hops they used in here. I think that would make the beer a bit better, just because you know what's actually in it. So, with that said, down to ratings. You know what? For this coffee Clifford's Porter. I gotta give it a solid 8 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I would definitely pick up another one. Has really good flavors, good sweetness, not too sweet, but also a good balance of bitterness as well, both from the from the black coffee notes as well as the hops in the beer. Yeah, fairly well done. Moving over to the presentation side, you know what, the can is quite bland, but at the same time it's not, because the logo and the designs on it are quite, they're nicely placed, and the color is just perfect for this style of beer. If you want to take a quick look there, perfect. Good description. IBUs, ABVs, ingredients, and best before date are listed, or not best before, sorry, canned on date are listed, which is bonus as well. Moving over to the website, nice website, not super advanced or anything, but still good description. ABV and IBUs are listed, and availability. Sadly, no food pairings and no list of malts and hops that are used in the beer, so I gotta give the presentation only a 7.5 out of 10. Not the greatest, but still a lot of good information both on the can and the website. With all that said, before I wrap it up, I just want to let you know, if you have any comments, questions, beers you want me to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. That'll do it for me, Mate Brewski, and like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.